Okay, guys, so the trailer has dropped, and this is the open. So basically, what's gonna happen is we can kind of see that it's Billy Baxter. He starts at the trailer again, like he did in the last trailer, and no surprise that he's talking to Shazam. The one thing I was able to notice was, well, this part. Take a look when he says Shazam, and basically he transforms him, but he goes into a Superman form, which is even kind of weirder. Um, The weirdest part was that I think this is somehow a connection to Superman. The one thing I was able to notice was Zachary Levi, who's also plays Chuck, also has that also was Warner Bros., which is even strange. He jokingly, I think, said in an episode that, well, he jokingly does reference a bunch of weird things. If you have not seen Chuck, or if you've seen a few episodes, it would obviously make sense that Chuck is also a nerd, which also could mean that Zachary Levi was teasing it as a joke. But the funniest part, I think, is, well, the first funniest part was we can see Mark Strong's his villain. I don't know his name. I don't think we even got his name yet. Maybe we have, but he looks extremely strong, which is no surprise from a villain in a DC movie. The one thing I was able to notice that the robbers kind of got more of a bigger role in this trailer. Take a look at this next part. And it just makes technical sense. He says the boss. This also could be a small reference, actually, to Superman. Maybe one of them. But take a look at the very end. He does jokingly say, Mel Baxton says he can basically jump to a building, which could be referencing Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, which could be an important as we can also notice in the end of the trailer that Shazam also could be connected to the Justice League, which I know they did confirm that Justice League will not make another movie after this. This is a weird thing because Justice League also was really bad, and if you don't see Justice League, if you want to see it because of the DCU, go ahead and do it. I wouldn't highly recommend in wasting your time. But if you're a Ben Affleck fan, or Harry Cavill fan, or Gal Gadot, or Jason Momoa, who also plays Aquaman, go ahead and do it. And so on. But also, it does reference a bunch of weird stuff. They did say in the first teaser, or the first show for Shazam, they also reference a small joke to the DCU, which also could have been referenced in saying Shazam is kind of an idiot. It also referenced a Superman reference, which kind of makes sense. In the first trailer, it also showed that he was a foster kid, Bella back from the foster kid. In a small Game of Thrones reference, saying that you go full Game of Thrones, which is a good reference to say that they both basically get some good references out there, which is good because I feel like that they're doing a good job making these movies. The one thing I was kind of notice was I'll play like sound that you guys can actually decide that this is a kind of a big coincidence. So the one thing I was able to notice at the very end of the trailer, Shazam, or Billy Baxton tells Shazam that he basically can bounce up a certain amount of feet in the he can basically jump up a building and have one bounce, which actually could be a funny reference actually to basically Superman saying he can fly so high. And here's the clip, and it's just a funny moment to actually believe that this is kind of stupid, but it kind of works actually as a moment.
You leap tall buildings in a single bound.
The one thing you may be able to notice in there was he claims, Billy Baxton also says that he can bounce in one jump, basically, which is kind of a small reference, like I said, to me with Superman. If you have not seen the prequel, which I am currently watching Smallville, which is a prequel to the Superman comic, which is kind of really amazing how they do that. But I heard that in season 10, they also reference that he kind of is false, that he kind of can't do it. If you see Man of Steel, the theory kind of would make sense that, which kind of would be good cameo if Superman was to appear at some sort of time in the movie. But Zachary Levi also debunked, saying that this movie is not connected to the DCU, which is actually good because I feel like he did say that that was a good possibility that these were not connected. They did jokingly say that I don't know if Zack Snyder's doing it. I feel like he is, because I feel like that he did do the last couple of movies, which would be good and bad. One, because Zack Snyder's kind of guy now as a director. He directed 300, Watchmen, Justice League, half and half, actually, with Joss Whedon, who also he directed as like a surprise director, comes in and then basically the whole movie bombs. Zack Snyder is pretty good for 300. I have not seen 300. I just bought it actually last week, which I'm hoping to get sometime in the near future, maybe next couple of months, as far as Gerard Butler, and we have not approached that theory yet about, yeah, so the next theory is going to be kind of long, actually, and that's why getting to this point is extremely long. The next theory is actually a theory that kind of makes partly sense, and the scene kind of, the part of the trailer you were able to notice was Mark Strong's character. I don't exactly know his name. Sorry if you guys don't know exactly his name. Because I don't want to go and look at him. It would just take too long. But I feel like he basically also reminded me of the guy from the opening scene to Watchmen. The opening scene also reveals that the comedian gets murdered, and he kind of gets thrown out of the window. With me seeing all DCU movies, I know where this one's going. This one's gonna reference some pretty funny things, and they're probably gonna jokingly joke with the new Watchmen series, because I feel like they're gonna throw a joke out there. If you don't know what Watchmen is, or the Watchmen series, if you've heard of it, it's a new show coming to HBO. Sorry about that. Basically, the end of the movie does tease a kind of a hint at a possible another chapter. The ending, if you've not seen the movie, a little bit of spoiler coming up. Basically, find the killer who killed, well, the comedian. It also reveals that the real killer, or the real guy behind it, was the comic book owner, and somehow he reveals the whole thing was a comic, but also hinted that he was the one reading it. It ends kind of there, but to be answered this year, actually, in a TV series, which would kind of make sense for Shazam to play off. I mean, it would briefly make sense that Shazam's gonna mess with the theory about how a comedian's murder and everything. And that's kind of the craziest theory I think I've had so far. Subscribe and ring the bell. And check out the Shazam show unedited, without the full breakdown, on my YouTube. It's where every video before this, actually. My name is Dan Sullivan, and Epic Media Sullivan. Subscribe, and peace out, and hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Yeah. Check you guys later. Subscribe.